Should you buy Caspa right now? Caspa is an amazing buy right now, in my opinion, and it is my strongest conviction altcoin play. As you can see from the chart, in the past couple of days, Caspa has definitely been consolidating within the 16 to 17 cent range around this channel. And before this most recent move up, we also did consolidate for a long time, actually. We consolidated for around a month or maybe even around 2 months before we eventually did make that next move up. And I do believe that this is going to be kind of the pattern for Caspa going into the coming months and going into the bull run. We're going to see periods of consolidation, and then you're going to see a move up, and then periods of more consolidation. Now, where do I see Caspa going from here? Of course, we definitely could consolidate for a couple more days to a couple more weeks until we make that next move up. But there's also the possibility that we make this next leg up sooner rather than later. As you can see, around November of last year, we had this area right here where we did hit a new high and then we consolidated for a couple of days. But instead of consolidating even more, we did make that next leg up and then we consolidated. So right now I see a similar scenario where there's kind of two options. Within the next couple of days, we could consolidate. And if we do consolidate, we're going to see consolidation for probably another week or two. Or we could immediately make a next move up, maybe around to that 20 cent range. Now, of course, all of this is just speculation, but I do believe that Caspa has one of the healthiest charts in all of cryptocurrency right now. Just taking a look at the chart of Caspa, this is a logarithmic graph of Caspa compared to Bitcoin. And as you can see, it's very, very similar. It has its ebbs and flows, of course, but the main reason why Caspa has such a good chart is because of the fact that it was fairly launched with no pre-mine and no ICO. This means that there's not going to be any insider dumps for Caspa, which means that the price action is extremely natural. And that's one of the most bullish signs for any cryptocurrency, is having that fair launch, having a lot of coins in circulation, which Caspa does. Caspa has over 79% of its supply already in circulation, which is an extremely bullish sign. And looking at the logarithmic chart of Caspa, you can see that it's extremely, extremely healthy. Caspa has some of the best technology for a proof of work coin. It's much faster than Bitcoin, almost, 600 times faster than Bitcoin, in fact. And overall, it has the three best things that a cryptocurrency can have in order to succeed in the bull run, that being technology, hype, and tokenomics. In terms of hype, it has a very large Twitter following with around 200,000 Twitter followers. It has thousands of addresses holding lots and lots of Caspa. There's basically over 3,000, 4,000 whales into Caspa right now, which means that there's a ton of people, a ton of smart money that is very interested in this project. And I believe that right now, around this range is kind of your last chance to pick up Caspa at a decent price. Currently, it's still not on any tier 1 exchanges yet. There's no Coinbase, there's no Binance, there's no Kraken. They've not listed Caspa at all yet. And the reason for that is because Caspa was fairly launched. There was no pre-mine or ICO, which means that Caspa is not able to pay these large exchanges to list their token. These exchanges actually have to buy the Caspa token itself, which inherently will raise the price of the token because they are purchasing the token from the open market. And I do believe that a lot of the recent price action going from this 10 cent range now to the 17 cent range was due to exchanges purchasing the token, and of course retail investors learning more about the token and being more bullish about the token. But the fact that it's still not listed on tier 1 exchange is just so bullish. I can definitely see this project, Caspa, being a top 5 project in the bull run easily. And when Caspa does eventually get listed in the short term, let's say on Binance or Coinbase, you're going to see almost an immediate 2 to 3x on your money. The chart for Caspa is actually insane. This is the last video that I made about Caspa, where we saw Caspa was about to break new highs in that 14-15 cent range, and in fact it did. I predicted around the 20 to 25 cent Caspa once we broke out of the zone, and it landed around 17 cents, so I wasn't super far off. And my Caspa price prediction for 2025, I've changed my prediction a little bit now. I believe that in the most bearish scenario, we're still going to see an 80 cent to $1.20 Caspa, around that $1 mark, which is still over a 5x from today's prices, around a 6x actually. Most likely, I do believe we're going to see a 150 to 250 Caspa, and in a super cycle, we're going to see a 420 to $10 Caspa, 420 being the previous all-time high of Cardano, in which I do believe that Caspa can definitely hit for sure. It has the technology, it has all the hype, everything that you want a coin, a crypto in this current market to have, Caspa has. My most likely scenario of $1.50 to $2.50 would put Caspa at around a 10x to maybe even 20x from today's prices, which I think is extremely doable, and that just adds to the bullishness of this coin, and why I definitely think if you have zero Caspa right now, you should definitely pick some up, especially since we're consolidating right now, and we don't know if we're going to consolidate more or if we're going to make it that next leg up. Caspa has the healthiest chart, as you can see from this logarithmic chart right here. And in the macro scale of things, we are still in the accumulation phase, my friends. We are still before the bull run. Obviously, Bitcoin has had a huge run up in the past couple of days. It is now sitting at around $60,000, $61,000, which is absolutely insane. So I would say we're probably in the beginning of the green right now. I do believe that this bull run is going to be a little bit front run, which means that it's going to start earlier than normal, and it's probably going to end a little bit earlier than normal. But because of the ETFs, you never know nowadays. This could be a super cycle where we see Bitcoin start rising really fast, really early, and we see the beginning of the bull run earlier than normal, and we actually see it end later than normal. Anything can happen. I'm just saying that right now is still in accumulation time. Going into more macro view, we do see the total altcoin trajectory. This has definitely gone up a little bit. I would say this is definitely around this mark right now, because this graph is from a few weeks ago. But still, we still have around a 5 to 6x for the total altcoin market to hit that $4 trillion. And because of institutional investors, I do believe that this 4 trillion mark is more like 6 trillion. I do believe that the overall cryptocurrency market cap will probably hit around 8 to 10 trillion. And that would put altcoins at a very comfortable 6 trillion. So this is just based off of the past couple of years with only retail investors, but now because of institutional investors and the opening up of ETFs, I do believe we're going to see a much larger market cap for crypto during this cycle. That's it for the video, guys. If you're bullish on Caspa, please let me know. This is my most bullish coin. This is my largest holding currently. And yeah, if you would like to see more videos, please let me know. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Help a small channel out. And I will see you guys in the next video.